Most pest control owners suck at marketing. Marketing is a language. It's so different than anything else out there. And most owners come from being a technician or a sales rep at a company, and they never learn the language of marketing. So on this episode, I want to go through a simple tool and strategy you can use to truly 10x your lead flow without adding any extra ad spend. Welcome to another episode of The Route. I'm your host, Landon Daines. On The Route, we talk about how you can scale your pest control company with the proven tactics and strategies that we've used in my own company when I was owning Victory Pest, and with dozens and dozens of others that we're working with right now. So on this episode, I want to dive into marketing. I've talked to over multiple hundred owners of pest control companies, and marketing is one of those things that I feel like the pest control industry as a whole is really behind on. A lot of owners don't understand marketing at a high level. They're stuck in some pretty old ways, and they have deep-rooted thoughts and ideas behind it that keep them stuck. And the easiest way you can boost your marketing today is implementing a lead magnet. And so I want to dive deep on what a lead magnet is, how to use it, and what it can do for your marketing. If you're not using it, this will blow up your business very quickly. So just to frame everything first, most marketing is as follows. People run a campaign, say, first service, or hey, new company in the area, or proven company in the area, get your first service for $50 off, or get your first service for 20% off. And think of how many times you've seen either a pest control company or another service company or any company with a very similar marketing campaign. Slightly discounted first service, and usually there's fine print, it must be a 12-month contract, or yada, 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 or this is their minimum bid, whatever. So say that we'll use a flyer example. So say you send out 1,000 flyers with that offer. In most cases, that would get 5 to 10 responses, maybe, probably less than 5. Now, with the lead magnet, what it does is just what it says in the name. It brings in more leads. It just magnetizes them closer to your business. So there's multiple different types of lead magnets, but essentially think about this. If you had the same exact campaign, so I'm going to send out 1,000 flyers. Think about if on the flyer you just said, new pest control company in the area, summer special, crazy deal, free pest control service, inside, outside, full property. Text pest to this number today, and we'll come out for free. How many more people would respond to that? It's at least 10x. You'll get 30, 40, 50 people plus responding to that because the lead magnet. So let's dive into the different versions of lead magnets there are. Number one is you can offer the first of a series of things. So this works a lot more in some different industries, but for example, in pest control specifically, you could offer, you could do, say, a free spray of the home. So just the house itself, or free yard treatment, or free wasp removal, something like that, where it's the first of a procession of different things associated with the service, or just think of one aspect of the service. Number two is a great lead magnet is doing something for free that exposes the need for something else. So think about a termite inspection. So you do a free termite inspection, and then you come to the customer and you show them, hey, here are all the termites you guys have. Here's the damage. Here's the potential damage. And then boom, now they know they need your termite service. Another example is you just do something for free, a free service, like we said in the campaign example. So one free service. And with all these different things, a lot of owners have just all this pushback on it. I've talked to so many guys, and they have these weird feelings about it. And I want to break it down of why it's so effective and why you should do it. With home services and pest control specifically, the hardest thing is just getting in the door, getting your foot in there first. You probably know that once you're in, you can do a great service. You can connect with the customers. You can deliver amazing results and probably have very low cancellation rates. The hardest thing is just getting in the door first, getting that trust. There's so many companies popping up everywhere. There's a lot of companies that have burned customers in the past, and so people are more hesitant now than ever to trust people. They want more, reviews or testimonials or social proof before they trust someone. So getting over that hurdle is game changer. And that's exactly what a lead magnet will do, is it allows you to get in the door first for free, and then you can get them long term. Also think about it this way. In most marketing campaigns or strategies, it costs between $100 to $300 to acquire a customer. If you're doing Google stuff or if you're whatever doing ads online, usually it costs about $100 to $300 to acquire someone. With a lead magnet, if I go and do a free service, let's think of all the costs included. So a technician's time, let's say we're paying him $20 an hour. So we're gonna say $20 for a technician, $5 for chemicals, and we'll say $5 for gas. So on the conservative side, we're saying it's $30 for that free service. So it costs us 30. The customer gets it for free. Even if we just convert one out of every 3 customers. So we go to 3 free services and we get one of them on a recurring plan. It costs us $90 total to acquire that customer. So it's a better customer acquisition cost than any other channel you're currently using. And it's easier because you're getting the door for free. So more people are willing to do it. So lead magnets are almost this hack that everyone tries to avoid or they're scared of. What if this person only just takes one free service and doesn't sign up ever again? Okay, that's marketing in general. There's people out there. Think about Costco. They're not worried about all the kids or people who come around, the teenagers who just taste test all the food. They know that out of all the adults that come through and try the popcorn or try these chips, sure, there's going to be 60, 70% of people who just have to have the free sample and never come back. But for those 20, 30, 40% who try it and think, oh, wow, that was great. I'm going to go buy a bag. I'm going to go buy 2 bags or 3 bags. And then every time they come to Costco again, they buy that same bag again and again and again. So up front, it's free. It's costing Costco or whatever chip company the cost of a bag or a couple bags a day. But on the back end of things, they're getting customers for life. They're getting customers who buy something they wouldn't have bought, and then they continue to rebuy and rebuy. So it might cost them $3 or $4 up front to have that bag and have that employee there giving free chips. But for the next 5 years, it's adding $1,000 of revenue to the business that they wouldn't have otherwise had. So think of the Costco example for your business. How can you offer something for free and accept that, yes, there's going to be people who take it for free and never come back, and that's okay. But on the back end of things, how much more money will I make that I would make otherwise? And the good news is, unlike the Costco example, in pest control, you can actually collect phone number, email, and information of each customer. So even if you do a free service and the customer says no, like, hey, thanks for the service, but we're just going to take that one. We're not going to sign up for the year plan. Cool. I have their phone number, their email, and their address. So now every quarter, I'm going to send them a promotional text or email. So come, let's say, September, I sent out a text. Hey, weather's starting to cool off. Now's a great time to get your home inspected for termites. When was the last time you had it checked? We'll come out for free for that. Another lead magnet, get in the door, try to sell on that. Maybe in the winter, you do a rodent text. Maybe come next spring, you do a mosquito text. And so you can still nurture these people and still try to convert them into customers, even if you didn't get them up front. And the great news too is if you go do a great service that first time on that free service, they pay you nothing, costs you $30 total. But if you train your technician to go do a killer service, what just happened now is this customer, even though they said no, now they trust you. Now they have the brand credibility with you. So maybe they don't want or need the service right now, but a month or 2 later when they see another wasp or when spiders are coming inside or when ants are crazy in the kitchen, now they know who they can go to. Because again, that is the biggest hurdle with marketing, with customers signing up for a company. It's the risk of choosing the wrong thing. And so if you can go develop that credibility in your community where, sure, you did a free service, they didn't sign up, but now they know who they can go to every single time, you're going to get way more customers. And you might not see the direct effect of that. It's hard to track those exact call-ins and when that happens, but now they trust you. They might even refer someone, or your truck was outside and so the neighbor calls in, whatever else. There's so many more things that happen. So don't think of it as, oh, I'm just doing a free service, I'm not making any money off of it. It's an investment, and it's marketing 101. So there's always cost to acquiring a customer. You can either pay with cash and run ads and do other things, or you can be way more strategic and pay with time and pay with free services or free aspects of a service. So this will boost your current marketing strategies, because again, whether it's ads, whether it's mailers, whether it's door hangers, whatever it is, the conversion rate is way lower with higher level of entry, higher barrier to entry. So if you have an offer that says 20% off your initial, you're going to get 1% that call through. If you have an offer that says free service, let's say you get 10% to call through. So you just 10x your lead flow, even if only half of those 10x eventually says yes to the service. You still 5x the number of customers that signed up. And it costs you almost nothing. And you spent no more on ads or prints or anything else. So think about what that could do for your business by really understanding marketing and what that means and how to do it, and being willing to work for free, being willing to receive no money up front, being willing to do a $1 service. We just ran campaigns for almost all of our companies we work with at Pest Launch for the 4th of July. This might come out a few weeks later, a couple months later, but we did $4 initials to all their previous customers. And you would be shocked with how many previous customers, a lot of them who had either a bad experience or canceled, or who they would have never seen again, responded and got back on service plans. And again, you might be like, wait, you're losing money. It's costing you $30 to do a service and you're only making $4. Okay, we lost $26 up front, and we're going to make $1,000, $2,000 if that customer stays with us for 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 years. Would you spend whatever, $25 to make $2,000? Yeah, for sure. So that's how you need to start thinking of marketing, of really zoom out and not just think about the day one or the upfront. Think about the investment and the return. Would you spend $25 to get a new customer? Of course. And so should I go do a free service that can then convert them into a paying customer? No doubt. And if you do that on all your marketing, you're going to get way more click-throughs, way more interest, and way more customers that sign up. So try to reframe how you think about marketing. Most marketing in pest control right now is way outdated, and most owners just replicate what they see. 20% off, $50 off if you sign up for a full year. And there's all these catches, and they wonder, why is no one calling in? Why is no one texting? Why do I not get new customers? It's because the barrier to entry is so high. So think about, how can I lower that as low as possible and give people a free taste? Or you can even do low cost, whatever you want to do. You can do $5. You could do $9. You can get creative, $4 for the 4th of July. But how can I lower the barrier to entry to gain trust and credibility? Because that's why people sign up. If you're only doing those initial strategies of the 20%, the $50 off, you're only skimming the surface of new customers, and you're getting people that are ready to buy. If you want to get the majority, the 80% of not warm but not cold customers, the ones that are thinking about it, interested in service, or haven't quite thought about it but need service, that's how you target them. That's how you get them in the door. You blow them away with a great service. Now they trust you. Now they like you. Now they sign up. So in your company right now, go use lead magnets for everything you do. For upsells for current customers, like I said, free mosquito service, free termite inspection. Use those lead magnets to get your current customers paying you more, and then use lead magnets for the general public to get anyone else to be a paying customer. Your marketing, your sales will go through the roof, and if you can reframe how you think about marketing using lead magnets, you're going to take off. So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you as a business owner can start to break away from the traditional marketing techniques and start to use some of these more creative and crafty strategies, because this will take you to the moon. So if this has been helpful for you, please leave a review. And if there's someone else out there running a pest control company that you know of, send this to them. It should be super helpful for them too. And the goal is to help every pest control owner out there just seriously take their business to the next level and enjoy the benefits of a business that's structured the right way, with great marketing tactics, with things that are not outdated anymore, that work in every single market, and they can enjoy seeing business at a high level and not just the old school, what their old boss or what their dad and grandpa did. So again, thanks for being a listener of the podcast. As always, appreciate the reviews, the feedback, and the comments, and we will see you on the next episode.